Welcome to the Phonics Party!
Hello, readers, and welcome to Lesson N.
We're so excited to read with you today.
Now we're going to practice our letter keyword sound cards with Miss Liz.
Make sure to repeat when you see Decoda talking. A, apple, A. B, boat, B. C, cat, K. D, dog, D. E, egg, E. F, fish, G, gorilla, G. H, hat, I, igloo, I. J, jet, J. K, kite, K. L, lion, L. M, muffin, M. N, nest, N. O, octopus, ah. P, pig, P. Q, U, queen, Qu. R, rainbow, R. S, snake, S. T, turtle, T. U, umbrella, V, vase, V. W, wind, W. X, fox, X. Y, yellow, Y. Z, zebra, Z. Now it's time for our vowel extensions. Watch as Decoda stretches out our vowel sounds.
Let's practice our vowel extensions together. Ready? A, apple, A. E, egg, E. I, igloo, I. O, octopus, ah. U, umbrella, It's time for our visual drill. In this drill, you're going to see a letter on the screen, and we're just going to make the sound of that letter. Let's try it together.
R. T. I. P. K. J. D. B.
It's time for our auditory kinesthetic drill.
Get your giant pencils ready. P says P. R says R. F says F. B says B. U says Ahoy, readers! It's time to jump aboard our sailboat and practice some blending. F, A, G, fog. b, tub. F, it, fit.
It is now time for our letter and sound of the day.
Let's take a deep dive into our letter N. Do you remember this letter from our letter keyword sound cards? N, nest, N. Here's our capital N and our lowercase n. Let's practice saying our letter and sound together. N says N. Let's say it together. N says N. Okay, your turn. One more time. Nice work with that. N says N. We know that nest starts with the N sound, but let's take a look at some other objects that start with the N sound. Here's Dakoda's treasure chest. Decoda likes to keep all of her special things inside. To open the treasure chest, let's say the magic words. N says N. Okay, your turn. I wonder what's inside. There's a net, a notebook, a nose, a nurse, and a nail. All of these words start with the N sound. Remember, N says N. Net starts with the N sound. Notebook starts with the N sound. Nose starts with the N sound. Nurse starts with the N sound. And nail starts with the N sound. I'm going to say all of our words. Net, notebook, nose, nurse, nail. It's your turn to say our words. Great job, readers. It's time for one of our favorite activities, skywriting.
We are going to turn our arms into a giant pencil and write our letters in the sky. But before we do that, we have to warm up our pencils.
We're ready to skywrite.
What about Decoda?
Decoda!
Are you ready to skywrite? All right. Okay, readers, let's take out our arm and let's turn it into a pencil, okay? We're gonna stretch it out. Let's take our 2 fingers and make a nice strong point to our pencil. Okay, looking great. It's time for us to stretch. Okay, let's take that pencil and stretch it over our head. Good, give it a good stretch. Okay, let's try with our other arm. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Okay, let's take our pencil across our bodies. Great. And then let's take our other arm across our bodies and stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Let's go up with our pencils and down with our pencils. Okay, last, let's do some jumping jacks. We're gonna do 3 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think we're ready to skywrite.
Are your giant pencils ready? Point them at the letter N on the screen. Find the number 1 at the top and drag your pencil down to follow that first arrow, and then back up to number 2 and draw that slight curve and follow that second arrow down. Okay, let's try one more time. Point your pencils at number 1 and draw that first line down and move back up to number 2 for that second line. Okay, now we are going to practice saying N says N as we skywrite. Make sure your giant pencils are pointed at the screen. Okay, let's skywrite and say N says N. Okay, one more time. N says N.
If you would like to practice making more of your letters with a real pencil, now would be a great time to pause the video and take out your handwriting workbook. It's time for dictation. You can use your phonics board, a whiteboard, or even a pencil and paper. Today, we are going to spell the word nap. I like to take a nap in the afternoon. Nap. Let's segment the word nap. I'm going to do a segment sample for you, just like we do in our phonological awareness games, and then I'll let you do the second one on your own, okay? Nap. N, a, p. Nap. Okay, let's spell nap. What says mm? That's right. N says mm. What says ah? That's right. A says ah. What says p? That's right. P says p. N, a, p. N, a, p spells nap. Let's sound our letters back. N, a, p. Great job, readers. Our next word for today is the word rub. The little girl will rub her eyes when she's tired. Rub. Today we're going to spell rub. Can you segment the word rub? Give it a try. Rub. Great job. B. Let's spell rub. What says r? That's right. R says r. What says That's right. U says What says b? That's right. B says b. B. Rub. R-U-B spells rub. Let's sound our letters back, starting with r. B. Great job today.
Now it's time to review the red words that we've already learned. When you see the red word appear on the screen, we'll read it together. Bus. Stop. See. Blue. In. Eek. Put. From. Off. Sun.
Let's learn some new red words. Remember, red words are words that don't always follow the rules. Hi, readers. We have 3 new red words today. We have 2 regular red words and 1 read-only red word. Let's take a look at our first red word. Our first red word is the word he. Can you see the word he next to me? Let's listen for the word he in my sentence. He has a pet dog. Did you hear it? Let's listen again. He has a pet dog. Great job, readers. All right, let's practice reading and spelling the word he. All right, he. H-E, he. Let's try it again. He. H-E, he. Okay, now it's your turn. Ready? He. Awesome job, readers.
Okay, get your giant pencils, point them at the screen, and let's skywrite the word he. H-E, he.
Let's take a look at our next red word. Our next red word is the word has. Can you see the word has next to me? All right, let's practice the word has in a sentence. we might just be able to use the same sentence for the word he. Let's listen. He has a pet dog. Nice job. Let's listen to that one more time. See if you can hear it. He has a pet dog. Great job. Let's see if we can read and spell the word has. Ready? Has. H-A-S. Has. Let's try it again. Has. H-A-S. Has. Okay, now it's your turn all by yourself. Has. Great job, readers.
Point those giant pencils at the screen and let's skywrite the word has. H-A-S. Has.
Our read-only red word for today is the word ouch. Let's listen for the word ouch in a sentence. Ouch! You stepped on my foot. Did you hear the word ouch in my sentence? Let's listen again. Ouch! You stepped on my foot. Did you hear it? Nice job, readers. Now, you don't have to be able to spell the word ouch, but if you see it in your Decodable Readers or any other stories, now you can read the word ouch. Great job today, readers.
It's time to put together everything we've learned and read. Our decodable for today is called Nat and the Red Fan. On the next screen, when you see your green and red words appear, you can press pause to read the story on your own and then press play when you're ready to hear it read aloud. Nat and the Red Fan. Nat has a red fan. I like the red fan. The red fan is fun. I want an orange fan, said Jan. I like the orange fan, said Jan. The orange fan is fun. I want a blue fan, said Finn. I like the blue fan, said Finn. The blue fan is fun. You've finished our activities for the letter and the sound of the day, so now it's time to go into Dakota's doghouse and find and color in the matching picture. You did such a great job today, readers.
We hope you take some time and read some of our favorite stories with our letter and sound of the day.
It's time to say goodbye, Decoda. Come on. Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you next time. If you had fun with Decoda today, like this video and subscribe for more.